Hello everyone, I am apathyduck, and today we are going to be playing Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City. I will be joined by my commentator here in a sec. I'm joined today by both emosaru and Solski. We're going to be getting ready here shortly. When she comes up. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna get ready to go. Just got to do one more thing before we get started. All right, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. Solski, you want to give me a countdown on this?
Time to jam.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right, give me 3, 2, 1, showtime.
3, 2, 1, showtime.
Okay, so we did meet the donation incentive, so we're going to be going through this hot lore today. Thanks for everyone who donated that, you know.
Yeah, so here we go. In a windy day in Chicago, first practice for an all-star charity, you're going way too fast, charity game, Michael shows up and finds his team has disappeared. Their stuff is here, but they are not. This is weird. Suddenly, through a skylight, a basketball with a note scrawled on it for some reason. Mr. Jordan, if you want to save your pals, come to the Egyptian room in the Field Museum at midnight. Come alone, Dr. Beck's cranium. You really gotta stop scrolling ahead of me. Man, this is serious. Better check it out. That night, a guard lets Michael into the closed museum. In the Egyptian room, creaking sound. Wow, I'm here. Now what? Hey, a door in the wall. It's like the Uncharted series. He enters warily. What the? Finding himself at the entrance to an underground prison beneath the Field Museum, Michael does something I didn't have a chance to read.
Yeah, they just went ahead and started. Anyways, we're going to jump into cells right here. Nothing to do with Chicago, by the way, just generic cells level.
Yeah, so one thing to know about this game, there are 2 kinds of jumps, neither of which are actually mapped to A, which is usually the jump button. And we got to save this captive here. He says, "Thanks for saving me, Michael. The other guys are locked up too." Oh boy. Yeah, well, peace out. So we're never going to save any of his pals. The rest of the team is fully screwed. So some things about jumping in this game. Like I said, there are 2 types of jumps. There are spin jumps and there are regular jumps. Spin jumps are fast, but we can't shoot balls out of them. But luckily, we can actually do any jump and keep our speed, so long as we keep jumping. If we jump right when we land, we'll retain our speed.
Yeah, you saw a little ledge clip there. It's one of the big clips in this run. We're going to be seeing him a couple times throughout here. That is bad.
Yeah, this game actually has like a ludicrously sophisticated animation system for the time, and what's happening with these ledge clips is we're actually tricking the game into having Michael fall off, do his falling off the ledge animation, but in the opposite direction. So he just falls through the floor.
As you'll see, this game definitely has a wide variety. Enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah, that jump right there is very tight. I actually had some health problems. I had to go back for that heart. That was a new one for me, I'll have to admit. So, but yeah, that's definitely a run killer. That jump right there. It's only a couple frames wide. It's fairly consistent now, but it can definitely cause a lot of issues.
Yep, so one of those blink and you miss it kind of things. You might have noticed Duck jump into an enemy and then the enemy died. What he did there was called a throw cancel. So basically by canceling his throw with either a baseball or a bowling ball equipped, by the way, there are lots of different types of balls, and the baseballs are boomerangs, which makes a lot of sense if you think about Michael's baseball career. Then he can actually keep the hitbox of the ball active, basically forever. And so that allows him to just jump into enemies and they die.
Michael looks pretty good.
Yeah, the ninjas
being retarded.
Yeah. I mean, he works out. He keeps in shape.
This was made during Michael's formative baseball years, as we'll see shortly here in the story.
Yeah, one thing that's maybe worth pointing out, you'll notice all the ludicrous enemies that are kind of canonical in the Jordanverse, like the robotic gorillas, the basketball zombies, and the robot spiders. this game is really, really wacky, and incredibly enough, it actually predates Space Jam. So we actually started off thinking that, well, maybe Michael had gotten used to the wackiness having been in Space Jam, and then he was okay with the game happening. But apparently this came first, so maybe Space Jam was actually inspired by Chaos in the Windy City. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, I was trying to get a little ice climb there. Unfortunately, the whole point of that climb is to avoid these incredibly slow, this is bad. Okay, incredibly slow climber things that I got there. I'm gonna get this heart off of this spider. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the problem with this game is it's really health dependent. As you can see, the wheels can come off of it very quickly. So not entirely surprising that I died there. I was definitely planning on having a couple of those in this run. I did like 100 no resets leading up to this, and I think I had 3 deathless runs in that entire thing. There you go. You can see the intended strat. I'm gonna be getting this heart here, extra health upgrade. Normally I don't get this, but because we take so much damage in this run, mostly because we don't take any of those damage frames while standing on the ground. We're just jumping through everything. Health's really important, and it will hopefully prevent too many more of those issues.
Yeah. So one thing, you might be looking at this and saying, hey, Michael actually looks like he controls really fluidly. The jumping and the movement in this game can be very unforgiving and very precise. It's one of the things that makes this game actually kind of a way better speed run than a casual experience. The jump route is actually really meticulously planned out. But here we are at our first boss.
Almost matched.
Yeah, no, we have to read the text. I am Dr. Maximus Cranium, genius extraordinaire. I'll pay you handsomely to play for my basketball team.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you need to go through this whole kidnapping scheme if he's offering fair compensation. Like, is this how Mark Cuban got the Mavericks or something?
No way. Plus, it's too late. I retired from basketball. Where have you been?
Yeah, very, very good.
You will play for me. Oh, yes, you will. All play for me. Oh, all play for me. Everybody plays for him, even if I have to clone the lot of you.
Yeah, which is concerning that he's cloning technology and kidnapping people.
Not if I can help it. Besides, there's only one doctor in basketball, and he's retired too. You gotta love the deep basketball lore cuts here.
Digging real deep.
You shouldn't anger me. My newest invention is more basketball than even you can handle. I wonder what the boss is gonna be.
Yeah, he's really not underselling this. Anyways, he's gonna have a nice little chuckle on the way out here.
Yeah.
Just waste some of our time. It's always fun just sitting in cells here. But here is the boss.
Oh my god, it's an anthropomorphic stack of balls.
So we make use of that infinite Thor glitch. And that's pretty much what all the bosses are going to look like. Just real quickly done right there. And we can't actually grab these before they fall all the way down, so we're just going to jump up and get it. We're now heading on to the L train, which I believe is Spanish for the train. And this is our required auto-scroller. In any good speed game, you have to have an auto-scroller, so this is a great time for some donations.
Well, you got it. Actually, I have a $23 donation here from apathyduck saying, hi, future duck. Don't miss swag dunk. Anyway, here's the donation from the bits tonight. Ball is life. Love past duck.
You guys a jerk.
Also, there's a $5 donation from Master Sauratari saying, as a big Chicago Bulls fan and Chicago native, I never knew this game existed. I'm so happy to watch this game done fast. This is a good way to cap off my night as the Bulls came back down 20 to beat the Portland Trail Blazers. Go Bulls!
I mean, as a Chicago native, surely you are familiar with the underground prison hidden beneath the Field Museum in Chicago.
And the train.
Yeah.
I think one more, quickly.
We got a $50 donation from Syor saying, come on and slam and welcome to the Windy City.
All right, so next level we're going to be going to is the lab. Every level kind of has like one gimmick in them. Lab is the elevators, and Emo will explain a little bit more about those as I head into this.
Yeah, so there's elevators. There's a lot of elevators in this world. But the cool thing about elevators is that we can actually exit them when we're not supposed to. So there's a little one-frame strat here that Duck is very proud of himself for actually learning how to Taz in order to figure out how this worked for realsies.
That is bad.
Yeah, but by clipping out of these elevators, we can really break these stages pretty badly. Like here, we'll just pop out of the elevator where there's no exit and exit the stage.
I'm gonna have to dip back in that level. I've mismanaged my baseballs. I'm gonna need to grab some right here in the front.
Yeah, so one thing that's important to note about this game is that both the jump route and the ball routing are very meticulously planned out. There's a handful of different types of balls. We use all of them at least once during the run. And anytime you would exhaust a supply of ball types that you would need for a level, it's pretty damaging. As Duck said, the sort of intended strats for these things are such large time losses in a lot of cases that it's actually worth just going and grabbing the balls you need and doing the strat you want.
Okay, and another kind of blink if you miss it. That lab 2, that is the run killer. Those 2 tricks right there, that ice clip and into that jump over the ledge. Those are pretty hard to do back to back like that, so I'm pretty happy to get both of them right there.
Yeah, those ice clips.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different types of clips in this game.
Those ice clips look.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Solski.
Yeah, they take a while to get the exact precision on. But this lab 3 and lab 4 are going to be pretty straightforward. Lab 4 is just some health management. 3 is about done, actually. So we have time for a couple donations through this next stage.
We have a $50 donation from Char Bunny that just says Toon Squad. And a $50 donation from Jay Chan saying, no comment, just all the love and support in what you do. Thank you for everything. Thank you very much for the $50 contribution to the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
So this game really can't figure out what it wants to do with the enemies because you've got a bunch of things that are weirdly anthropomorphic. You've got the cartoon whistles, you've got the golden basketballs, but then you've also got the robot gorillas and the golden spiders, and it's just all over the map here.
Are you saying you don't remember when Jordan got posted up by the mechanical spider in the '93 playoffs?
I vaguely.
That's why they had to go out and get Dennis Rodman to prevent that sort of stuff from happening. Okay, because I have that baseball, I need to dump my baseballs here because we need to do a very fast switch on this next stage. So that baseball mistake early on just kind of comes back to haunt me a little bit there. It should be fine from here on out. That's a problem. Okay.
Yeah, so what Duck is setting up for here is this clip right here, and a lot of these things are pretty heavily timing based or positioning based, and so anytime you take more damage than you should, or things can be a problem. Oh, I got more reading to do.
Yes, we do.
Mikey, nice to see you again. I trust you're enjoying my game. More challenge than you're used to, I'm sure. Yeah? Not quite, Dr. Cranium. I can beat you at any game, like Parcheesi or Go. Oh, really? I used to throw a nasty... Is that spitball? Yeah, spitball. You know, I am unstoppable, as they say.
Not sure that's who says, but okay.
Yeah, it's Cranium, right? I don't remember reading about you. Who'd you say you played for again?
Michael's getting awfully sniffy for never actually playing on an
I like
MLB
this
team.
hand on hips pose that Michael is doing right now, by the way.
He's in full sass mode.
Yeah. You're getting on my nerves. I've made something special for you. Quite electrifying, I might add. I wonder what this could be. Oh, it's legally distinct alien Frankenstein.
Yeah, if that fight lasted longer than 2 seconds, what we would see is legally distinct Frankenstein turn to UFO and fly around the screen. I'm actually going to let this play out, the part of the lore. The Michael sound effects at the end of this are just so amazing.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was very easy. You do get a... Thank God we can skip the... those screens because it does have a score count up from like time, which is just death for speedruns. But another auto scroller here, so good time for some more donations.
Well, there's a $25 donation here from Fillion saying, let's go, Apathy. By the way, Apathy is Duck. I can use his first name because we're tight like that. Yeah, I know top players, but it's not a big deal to me.
As far as I know, Fillion is actually named after Nathan Fillion, star of Firefly, and everybody should make sure that that's how they remember him from here on out.
Yeah. got time for like 2 more.
$50 donation from Ramos saying, good morning from the East Coast. I always love these hours of GDQ where you get the weird games no one thinks about. Happy speed running, speed friends.
Keep going.
$25 donation from Legend Donnelly saying, good luck on the run, Duck. Love the jersey.
Duck was very happy when the jersey arrived on time. We were
Arrived
a little bit nervous that it would not arrive in time for the run, but it did in fact. Amazon came through.
Okay, so this clip that I'm gonna be doing up in the factory, this is a brand new clip. Just found this last month. Found by the world record holder Bert Sasquatch. Bert found literally everything in this game. He is an amazing player. He is the best speedrunner you've never heard of.
He's also a super nice dude.
He is a sweetheart.
Nice.
Yep, so every time Duck is manipulating those eyes for one of those clips, they're not RNG, but they do respond incredibly accurately to Michael's movements. So they're kind of one of those like stochastic things where it's not really RNG, but it's very difficult to control. So the setups for those things really rely on a lot of very precise movement.
Well, we get to see it again. Let's see if I can go 2 for 2.
Awesome.
You can get a donation here while I redo this.
Sure thing. $23 from Jordan saying, as a 4'10" woman with absolutely no basketball skill named after Michael Jordan, I absolutely had to stay up for this run. Thank you for making me aware of its existence as a speed run and for such a good cause.
It really is a like fantastic speed run. Like when Duck said he was gonna start like trying to learn this, I assumed it was
a joke.
Yeah, and I assumed it was gonna be terrible. But we were all pleasantly surprised to find out that it's actually a pretty awesome run.
Yeah, like I just saw like 5 runners and I was like, oh, I can get world record on this. Like that's no problem. And then like I saw Bert's run and like he had like 1,700 attempts in it. And like I just looked at the movement he had and it was just absolutely mind-blowing. And he's still a minute faster than me. He's an amazing guy, a great player. If you set your stream title to Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City, he will show up in your stream.
I think you do actually have to be streaming Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City for that to happen. So a lot of these levels in Factory are about descending, basically. And as you might imagine, when we have a variety of strategies for clipping through the floor, levels about going down are kind of broken.
Yeah, see how fast that used to be one of the longest and hardest rooms in the game. I started after clips existed, so I never got to experience that.
Yeah, just a really cool kind of plethora of levels here, just displaying all the tech that it has to offer.
Yep. Shooting that golden ball down there to trigger a switch way far away, drain the thing well before we're supposed to, and just run into the exit.
Yeah, and that level shows off the momentum keep I can do with the conveyors. We can keep any momentum, including the extra speed from the conveyors. See again here at Factory 4. We can squeeze in a couple donations until we get to the boss on the next stage. Both these are pretty quick.
We have a $23 donation from Blue Green Mikey saying, put on your Air Jordans because we've got to run alongside this $23 donation train. Also $5 from AJS that says, live, laugh, duck.
I'm not actually sure if the magic shoes in this game are technically Air Jordans. I think they are legally distinct high-top sneakers in black and red.
So this level is, again, pretty short. It wants you to kind of go around the world, but it just kind of ends up where it starts.
Or text. You don't give up very easily, do you, Michael?
No, he does not.
Of course not. I'm not leaving until I find the rest of my team. We're not finding any of them.
No, none of them.
My latest creation might just change your mind. He is, let's say, a little screwy. I wonder what this could be. Good. Your other friends were too easy. Let's go, Doc, before my shooting hand gets tired. That's quite a line. As you wish. You want to play? Then say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. If anyone can guess what this boss is, I'll be really impressed.
Inappropriate Scarface
reference. I do not know what this boss is.
It's Screw Gland. It's a froggy boy, and he's got screws for legs and him hop.
Anyways, we get, since the keys descend from the top, we got a minute here if you want to get a donation or two in.
All right, well, we We have $25 from All the Swears saying, I already made my donation this year, but I just had to donate again during this interesting experience. Also, check out Michael's spectacularly realistic picture at the top of the screen. Even he has no idea what's going on. Donation goes to Wand of Gamelon because it sure is boring around here.
Yeah, Michael makes some really interesting faces here. So in the last 3 worlds, we've been collecting colored key cards. So this level we were just in, called Tunnel, is where we use those key cards to unlock the last level, which is Riverview. For anybody from the Chicagoland area, you may or may not know that Riverview originally was actually a 1950s, 60s era kind of World's Fair attraction. It no longer exists. There's like a shopping center and some other stuff. But for some reason in this game, the World's Fair effectively was apparently a creepy haunted mansion with like the Scream parody paintings in the background and creepy elevators everywhere. So, you know, welcome to Chicago, I guess. This is... I think there is a Portillo's on the top floor, though, but we will not be seeing it.
Yeah, and like if you notice, every stage kind of like 2 different like graphical themes. These are pretty sharply contrasted, which I will see shortly.
This is a little section here at the end. They're one of those fun places where we get the magic shoes and just get to book it for the end. So Riverview is also a little bit special because it's got this kind of hub world. All the other stages, we just go from section to section to section. In Riverview, before every stage, we have to be in this little like hub world where we have to find a key to unlock the door to the next level.
And this is the only stage that does that, correct?
Yep. Yeah, Riverview's the only one.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah, that's a very swaggy jump.
That was the thing I wanted to get this run. And it's kind of a meme. Bert never got it in any of his PBs, so we were joking before that it's the one thing you never get in a big run, so I'm pretty stoked to get that.
These spinning platforms are nightmarish. So they, if you jump immediately after landing on them, you always jump to the right, but beyond that, you will jump off in whatever direction Michael is facing at the time. It doesn't matter too much here, thankfully, because we have to wait for those platform cycles to complete, but they can be really obnoxious if you miss your timing window.
We're gonna another. Hopefully, we'll get the sweet. Come on, baby. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's stuff. But so we're moving pretty much into the penultimate level here. I just want to take this minute while I'm doing this to kind of say that, like, again, this is, you know, it's a rough casual game, but the speed tech and everything this is so great. The little small community we have is amazing. It's really just 3 of us right now, me, Bert, and Smart Alec. Smart Alec has a tutorial out for it. So I really wanted to get this game on stream, show it off. It really got some cool... Everyone thinks I'm playing it because it's a meme, and that was how it started, and it's really not. But I really want to see more people play this game. In fact, I want to say that the next person that gets a sub 20 in this game, I will give $100 to, because I want to see this community grow.
Wow.
It's a great game. It's amazing. So I will be posting information about it in the Discord, which you can get on speedrun.com if you're interested in that.
Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
All right, this is a little... Oh, okay, well, I'm going to unfortunately have to redo this stage, so we can get a couple donations in until I get to get back here.
We have $20 from Phenomenon that says, I got all my knowledge about basketball from this. Imagine my disappointment when there were no floating eyeball monsters in the first actual game I saw.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
You can keep going until I finish the stage. That was the end of the stage, so once I get back to the hub, then you can stop.
Strategos J donates $25 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, saying, being threatened by the doctor, that is when I took it personally. Slam dunk of a game. And DS Dad contributes $50 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, saying, wow, Electronic Arts hid their logo all over the elevator world, cannot unsee.
I'm glad somebody noticed it.
I have not noticed that. What?
You hadn't noticed that?
No.
Oh, I just assumed it was so obvious that you would have seen it.
All right, we can got time for 2 or 3 more, I think.
Ball donates $50 saying, woo, looks like I made it for this run. Hey, Emo, hey, Duck, just what is this game?
This is Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City.
I go my earthquake balls. All right, so basically we got one tricky jump coming up here at the end. Definitely a run killer. You can still PB it. It only loses like 16 seconds if you miss it, but it's a little on the tricky side, on the tight side.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's not the trickiest jump. It's just at the end of the run.
Yeah.
So it
makes up for the... There was one in Lab or Cells 5 that I missed that's way easier than that. So I'm glad I got that one as a backup.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Okay.
So this last stage is pretty cool. We get to use these bounce balls here to break this platform before we go down. And here we go into the final boss of the game.
It's showtime.
What is it? Oh my god. It's another anthropomorphic stack of balls. And this one is in the shape of Michael Jordan. Duck is fascinated by the fact that he's wearing the exact same clothes as Michael. It's a little bit creepy. Yeah. I like to call it Mecha Jordan.
Oh, I told Solski to do something. Hold
Jordan's or... Oh, yeah. Also, you can slam dunk on the goals to farm Gatorade.
But sometimes they give you
or Wheaties.
Coins, which is just very annoying.
Yeah.
This is basically the only RNG in the game. This guy's patterns. I'm kind of having a little fun with it. But you don't want him doing those jumps. I think I'm having a little too much fun with it.
Yeah.
It's getting low.
The basic goal here is to hit him twice, ideally, on each jump. The different ball types do different amounts of damage. The big damage ones are the bombs that he drops, as well as the earthquake balls. Beyond that, there's some middling damage ones.
Time's coming up shortly when the screen zooms all the way down. A little MJ symbol and time.
Yeah, so one thing I want to point out here really quick before I let Duck talk is that, I mentioned earlier that we went to an underground prison below a museum, which felt very Uncharted-like. Not coincidental, because the original lead designer of this game actually quit halfway through, and they promoted somebody from the art team into the design department, and her name was Amy Hennig. And before you saw this game, you might have thought that her claim to fame would be being creative director on Uncharted 1 through 3. But that, in fact, was just a silver medal at best, a distant second to her work as the lead designer on Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City, possibly the best basketball platforming game of all time.
Yeah. I just want to finish up here real quick so we can move on. First of all, I just want to thank both my commentators, both Emo and Solski. They don't play, I said, we're like a community of like 3 people right now. So they came in and helped learn this game. Dealt with my insanity for the last month. I obviously want to thank my parents. Thank them for giving me SNES when I was a kid, putting up all my stuff. I want to thank my goon friends that are watching. And I just quickly want to shout out everyone in the community. It's a small community. MT, the OG, ran this way back in the day. Great Yoshi's Island runner. A really great guy. J Pain Train, former second place before I showed up. Smart Alec 24, who made the tutorial. Come watch it. Come learn how to play this game. And of course, Bert Sasquatch, world record holder. Again, best speedrunner you've probably never heard of. He's an amazing guy, awesome person. Please check him out. Don't come watch me, go watch him. And I think that's pretty much gonna do it for us. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you very much, Apathy Duck, for that incredible run of Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. Now, we are going to be getting ready here, getting set up in the next few minutes for Ice Age, Scrat's Nutty Adventure. While we get set up for that, let's hear about some incredible generosity that you have had toward the Prevent Cancer Foundation while we're going fast here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. The love, rightfully so, coming in for Duck and that run of Chaos in the Windy City. $50 from Okamikaras saying, this run of Michael Jordan is great. I want this game now. And Jake R donates $25 saying, you're so good, Duck. You're just like etc. You know how this goes. Good luck on the run. Stay baller. Also, hi, Saru. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, and welcome back, everyone, to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online. We're getting set up for Ice Age, and we have a $50 donation here from a Golden Sun fan saying, I'm so excited that you'll finally have a speedrun of Golden Sun. The Lost Age is my favorite game of all time, and throughout the years of high school and college I spent watching AGDQ and SGDQ, I always felt taunted hearing all the Golden Sun music that would be played between games without the actual gamers on the roster. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch since I really should be getting to bed, but I can't wait for the YouTube upload. Good luck with the run. Bring Synergy back to Wayard. I'll donate my money to a Golden Sun glitch exhibition. And my friends, that's something we need to keep an eye on, because coming up a little bit later on, we're going to be having that Golden Sun run by Plexa. There's 2 incentives right now that are open for both for the Golden Sun game, including a glitch exhibition, which we still need about $9,000 for, and also the Mia list. So